I'm sorry that you had to come all this way to look at the house. I hope it wasn't too much for you. No, it's fine by me. I really wanted to see this place. If you like it, then I want to know about it. You say it's a popular part of town to live in? It looks like a nice area to me. It is. It's just a bit out of the way. Sorry for making you come this far. Don't be sorry. You don't need to say that. You and my son are going to be living together in this house, so I want to make sure it's a nice place to live. Thanks so much. It's always nice to know that you really care about us. It's just what I'm supposed to do. I need to take care of you. Now that you're going to marry my son, I'm going to treat you like you're my own daughter. If I had money, then I'd do a lot of things to help you. Sadly, that isn't the case. I wouldn't even ask for anything back from you either. I'd just do it without expecting you to help me in return. Thank you so much for all the care and support you've given to us. I like being nice to my family. It makes me feel happy. Is this house going to be okay for you? Are you going to be able to afford it? My dad is going to give us some money towards it. He's really going to help us out in that regard. If there are any problems, then my dad is going to be able to solve them for us. He's really good at doing things like that. Wow, he must have a lot of money. Your dad's a really great guy. I wish I was a successful business person like your dad. Sadly, we just don't have that much money, so we can't really help you out like he can. I'm sorry that you won't be getting the same financial support from this side of the family. You don't need to be sorry about that. Life isn't just about money. My mom and dad were always busy with their work, and they didn't have much time for me. You're really nice and kind, and that's more than enough. Your parents must have been very busy building such a good business. They've really done a lot to care for you and look after you. They gave me a lot of money, but sometimes I wish they'd spent more time with me, too. I don't have many memories from my childhood. They were always busy. I'm a bit jealous of your family. You seem to be closer than mine. You've been on vacation together, and you've done so many wonderful things as a family. There's no need for you to be jealous. You're part of the family too now, so we can have a wonderful time together as well. I'm hoping that sometime in the future we can go on a family vacation together. I'm sure we can make lots of happy memories together. I hope we can do that too. It sounds like a really good idea. Are you there? I'm here. How are you? Are you having some problems right now? Something to do with the house? You can tell me about these things if you want to. I'd be more than happy to help you out if I can. Oh, you heard about that, did you? I heard that you're going to be living in a completely different place. Is that true? We want to live somewhere that's a little bit cheaper, so we've had to make this decision. I was told about it yesterday, so I didn't have time to tell you. We're going to buy it soon. It's a lot cheaper than the other place, so that's good. I just wish you'd told me about it in advance. It's always nice to be kept informed about these things. I really liked that last place you were thinking of moving into. I thought it was a really nice place, and I was looking forward to visiting you there. Now you're telling me that you're going to move somewhere else. It's all a bit of a shock for me. I don't know what to think about it. I'm not sure if it's going to be a good move or not. I'm really sorry about all this. I guess I should have let you know. You don't need to say sorry to me about this. You're not going to be using my money to buy this house, so it's really none of my business. I just want to know what's going on and be kept informed about everything. How big is this place going to be? How many rooms is it going to have? There will be 4 rooms in the house. It's reasonably big. 4? That's good. It's a good number. I can't wait to see the place myself. I think I might have made your mom a little bit unhappy. I really didn't mean to do it. She's really nice to me. She says she wants to treat me like I'm her daughter. I hope I didn't make her feel too bad. I really wouldn't want that to happen. She's nice, but she can be a little bit controlling at times. She wants to know what's going on, and she wants to be involved in all the decision-making. I think she was a bit annoyed because we're moving to a different house. Don't worry about it. She'll get over it. I think she might like the new house, too. I hope so, too. She didn't seem too happy at the time. It's really nothing. You don't need to think about it. She'll have to make do with whatever we want. I don't think we need to worry about my mom. My sister might be more important. Why? What's going on? She's going to be going to high school soon, but she lives a bit too far from the school. She doesn't want to live in a dorm room, so it's going to be a little bit difficult for us. So what are you going to do about it? I tried my hardest with her, but I had no luck. The time to apply for the school dormitory is over now, so we can't do that either. My mom and dad are renting a small room for her next to the school. Your mom and dad must be really unhappy about all this. It's been really stressful for them. I don't really have a lot of money, and neither do my mom and dad. Can't she get the bus over to the campus? Does she have to live nearby? It's a bit too far to do that. It's just not a practical option. I wish she could go to another school, but that seems to be the best one for her. She has to go somewhere. I guess that's the right place for her to go. Do you have any spare money? I don't really. I don't have anything to spare. If I could help out, then I would, but it's not really possible for me. This whole thing is really causing me a lot of stress. I wish I could find some way of solving it. There's something I want to say to you. What is it? Our wedding venue is a long way away from us. It's going to be hard for people to get there. I think your family can stay in a hotel nearby. It shouldn't be too hard for them. How about they stay at our house and then we all go there together? What do you think about that? I think it would be really nice for all of us. You want them to stay here? Yes. What do you think about it? I don't know if that's a good idea. There isn't really enough room here. Why can't they just stay in a hotel? Don't you think it would be a bit troublesome if they stayed here too? I don't think they're going to cause too much trouble for us. I think it would be better if they just stayed in a hotel. I don't know what the problem is. I'm sure they can afford it. It's not going to be that expensive. I just think it would be nicer if they came here. I don't want my mom to spend too much money. It might not be that expensive, but it's still not going to be easy for my mom. If you really want them to come and stay here, then how can I say no? So you're agreeing with me now? I'm so glad to hear this. You won't regret it. I guess this is a good place for them to stay. There's lots to do around here, so why not? There's some shops and restaurants for them to go to, so it might be nice for them. Great news. I'm really happy about this. It's going to be good for all of us, not just my family. I know you're going to be tired, so I'll try not to let them stay here too long. I'll tell them to come as late as possible and then leave quite early. That way they won't get in your way and make you angry. I'll do my best to make sure they don't bother you during this time. I really wouldn't want that to happen. Are you sure? I don't want them to think badly of me. If they really need to stay here, then they can do that. I don't want to be mean to them. They won't think badly of you at all. This is going to be your wedding. You're going to be the center of attention. The most important person is you, and we don't want anything getting in the way of your happiness. Okay, I'll have to get this place sorted for when they come. I don't want it to be a mess. How about Sally? Did you get the problem solved with her? Is she going to be going to that school? I think we have a solution to the problem. No need to worry. You think you've got a solution? It's not a clear yes. What's going to happen? I'll need to sort a few more things out and then I'll let you know about it. I'm not sure of the outcome yet myself. The most important thing right now is for us to think about our wedding. Everything else is secondary. It's much bigger than the last place I saw with you. I didn't realize it was going to be this big. You must be making a lot of money to be able to afford this. This place is really nice. It's good value for money. This place was actually quite cheap to buy. I'm happy with it. I hope it wasn't too much hassle for your parents. I don't want them to be stressed because they have to help you buy this. It's fine. We're all happy with it, and that's the most important thing. It's not too expensive. I was worried that you might not be happy with this place, and I really didn't want to let you down. I'm just glad to see that you're impressed. Everything else is under control. I'm really happy with this. It's a really nice place to live. You can come over here as much as you like. It's going to be so nice to see you. If you want to come for a drink or something, then just tell me and we can arrange for that. I'm sorry that it's a little bit untidy right now. I didn't really get time to clean. It's fine. If you think this is untidy, then you need to come and look at our house. It would be nice to move to a slightly larger house, but we've been there for so long that it's really difficult to move. You get used to a place after a long period of time, and you don't want to change. I think I'm too old for that kind of thing now. I think it's best if I just stay put.
How big is this house?
There are 4 rooms in total. I wanted a room for business and a room for all my clothes, so we got a big place.
4 rooms? That's really good. I think it's more than enough.
More than enough for what?
I just think it's enough for you to live in. You're going to have a really nice life here. By the way, are you hungry? Do you want something to eat? I'm hungry.
Don't start talking about food now. Hillary doesn't have time to feed you. She needs to get ready for the wedding, so she doesn't want to spend time getting food for you. You need to listen to me now, or there's going to be further punishment.
Okay. You don't need to get so mad about all this. I was just asking. It wasn't that bad.
It's okay, I don't mind. I know what it's like when you're growing up. You get hungry all the time. I haven't had a chance to go to the shops, so we don't have much food in the house. If you want to eat something, then we'll have to order a pizza or something like that. We don't need to do that. You don't need to order anything. I don't want you wasting any money just because Sally is a bit hungry. We've had a lot of problems with Sally recently, and I don't want any more. I've been getting a bit tired of it myself, so I'd be happy if we didn't have any more of it. I heard about the problems. Darren told me all about it. I've been losing sleep over it.
It really wasn't that bad, and it's sorted now. You don't need to exaggerate things.
She's at that age where things are going to start to get a little bit difficult. You'll get better at managing problems as you get older. Anyway, what type of pizza do you like?
You really are the best. I like Hawaiian pizza. That's my favorite.
Okay, that's fine by me. Have you got the hotel key? Yeah, I got it. Why were you just on your phone? What were you doing? Something you want to tell me about? I was just wondering what my mom was getting up to. I wanted to send her a few messages to make sure she was okay. What was that expression about then? It looks like something was going on. What do you mean? I didn't have an expression on my face. Did I? You really didn't look happy. You looked like something was going on. I wonder what it could be. You looked like you were planning something. I was just talking to my mom. Really, nothing was going on. It was just a few text messages. The weather has been quite hot, so I wanted to make sure that she was okay. I didn't want her getting hot and restless on a day like today. I do worry about her from time to time. I'm sure she's going to be fine. Look at me, for example. I almost never talk to my mom and dad. I know they're busy, so I just leave them alone. I only talk to them if something bad happens or if I have really big news to tell them. Why don't you do it like this too? That way you're not looking at your phone all the time. I just want to talk to her a little bit more. I don't want her to feel uncomfortable. There's a problem with moving house too, so I want to talk to her about that. Moving house? She's moving house? I told you about it. It's to do with Sally and her new school. Remember? Oh yeah, I know that. You told me about that one. I thought it was solved now. Yeah, kind of. I'm not certain. I don't think they're going to go with Plan A anymore. I think there might be a Plan B. Oh, well, whatever they do, I'm sure it's going to be fine. Sally's a nice girl. What about the money? Are they going to get a loan or something? Oh, the money? I'm not sure, to be honest. I think they might be able to ask some of their friends to let them borrow some money. It shouldn't be too hard. I need to look at my phone again now. Give me a moment. What is going on with him? He really looks like he's thinking about something. What is it? Mom, what do you want? Can't you see I'm busy right now? Why do you have to keep calling me? How am I going to move all this stuff? There's too much for me to move on my own. I need someone to help me do this. What am I supposed to do on my own? Why didn't you get the delivery man to help you do it? I didn't want to spend any more money on this. It was expensive as it is. You don't even have enough money for that? I didn't realize things were so bad. You know I don't have that much money. Why do I have to tell you that again? It really can't be that expensive. Why do you have to bother me over this? How can you not even have enough money to get someone to help you? I'm on my honeymoon now, and I don't have time to keep talking with you. Can you just let me go? When are you going to tell Hillary about this? I hope she's not going to be too angry. I think you should have told her a long time ago, but it's too late for that now. She's just going to have to accept it, even if it doesn't make her happy. I'm going to tell her just before we get back. I don't know what she's going to say. What if she really doesn't want it to happen? What are we going to do then? We're already here, so there's going to be no moving us out. It's too late to go back now. You're going to have to do your best to explain it to her. You need to get her on our side. I'm going to really try my best to get that to happen. I hope she's going to see things the way we do. She's not going to leave her own family out on the street, is she? Even if this is going to be a bit of a shock for her, she's still going to accept it. I know she really cares about you guys, and she's going to agree with this. She knows it's what you need. If she doesn't, then I'll talk to her and change her mind. I can do that too if I need to. You've done really well in marrying her. I didn't think you were going to marry someone with so much money. I don't even know why she likes you, but I'm not going to complain. Don't talk about that. We don't want people to know I married her for money and not for love. I don't want her to suspect a thing, so don't even mention it in future, please. I'm not going to ruin it for you. I'm really happy about you and her. I remember the other girls you dated before you got married. They were not so nice. This girl really is a keeper. Don't mention that, please. Let's just get on with life and not analyze things too much. If Hillary hears about these things, then what are we going to do? Just keep it to yourself and don't talk about it. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to tell her. She won't suspect a thing. We can't let her brother know either. That would be a big problem. You need to make sure that she agrees with us. Do whatever it takes. That's what I'm going to do. Are you sure you're going to be able to change her mind? You might be getting along well now, but what if she starts to get angry over this whole situation? She's going to be really angry with you and me. She will get over it after a while. She has no choice other than to do so. I don't want her screaming and shouting and causing all kinds of trouble. I don't want her causing any problems for you, too. She's not going to be doing that. I'll be fine. She's a calm girl. What if her brother gets angry? She doesn't have a brother. She's an only child. She really likes me and she really wants to be with me. She's going to accept my point of view. Do you really think you have this much power over her? You think she's going to do what you tell her to do? You think it's going to work? I know it's going to work. She'll see that it's right for us all. I was really happy when you met this girl, and I don't want you to let me down now. It's really good that you've married a girl with so much money. I'm really pleased with you for doing this. I'm happy too. She's a real good girl with a lot of money behind her. She's going to make my life so easy. I always dreamed of marrying a woman with money, and now here we are. I've even got married to her now, and she doesn't know what's been going on. She isn't a normal girl. She's special, and you need to do your best to keep hold of her. I'm just worried that something might go wrong, and she might find out. If we stay quiet, then you don't need to worry. If you keep talking, then things might go wrong. I don't want to talk now. I'm going to go. Don't contact me until I get back. We can sort it all out then. Okay, you solve the problem and then get back here to me. I can't wait to see you. What is going on here? I know something isn't right. I really want to find out what they're doing, and the sooner the better. I need to stay calm. Stay calm and composed and try to figure out what they're doing. Hi there. How are you? Why were you so late? I've been waiting for you. We were waiting to eat, so I let Sally eat first. She didn't want to wait because she was really hungry. She's gone out now to see her friends, so that's nice for her. I'm happy to know she's having fun. It would be nice if you were to come home earlier in future. Why are you here anyway? You didn't even ask me to come over? You just seem to have arrived unannounced, and I'm wondering what's going on. Didn't Darren tell you about it? I thought he was going to talk to you. I'm here because we are going to be living together from now on. I thought you knew about it. We're going to have such a nice time living as one happy family. Live here? You're going to live here. We're going to live here until Sally leaves high school. I hope you don't mind. If you have children, then it would be really good for me to live here too. I can help you with all kinds of things. It's going to make life a lot easier for you. Oh, so this is what it was all about. I was wondering what they were talking about. They must have planned this while we were on the honeymoon. I don't know if I'm going to be having a child, so I don't know if that's going to be needed. I knew that you were moving house, but I didn't know you were going to be coming here. This is all a bit of a surprise for me. Why didn't you tell me about this before you did it? Don't you think I deserve to know? I told Darren. I thought he was going to tell you. Also, I didn't think you'd mind. I thought you'd be happy about it. Where is he now? He needs to talk to you about this and sort things out. I don't think it's anything to be unhappy about. We're just going to live together in this house. It's going to be fun for all of us. You need to think about what happened here. It's not up to Darren to decide this. You need to ask me. This house was bought in my name, so I should make the final decisions about who lives here and what happens. You can't just go making decisions without me and not involving me in the process. You two are married now, so it doesn't matter who owns the house. It belongs to both of you. I don't think we should have to ask for your permission before we move in. Why were you talking to him on the phone when we were on our vacation? You planned this all along, didn't you? You knew what you were doing. I'm not sure what you're referring to here. We needed somewhere to stay, so we came here. I thought Darren would have told you all about this, and I thought you would have agreed with him. I knew you were planning something and you didn't want to tell me, but I didn't think it was going to be this. I didn't think you were just going to move in here without my consent. I can't believe you've done this. I'm really not impressed with this. I feel like you've been plotting and scheming behind my back. I could hear him on the phone and I was trying to work out what he was up to. I knew something was going on, but I didn't think it was going to be this. I've got back and now I find that you're here in my house and you can't even see what you've done wrong. We were not trying to hide this from you. There just seems to have been a miscommunication. You didn't get the information that you needed, so I'm telling you now. You don't need to be so upset over this. I'm your mother-in-law, and you should be really happy to have me living with you. I'm going to be doing a lot to help you, and you're going to be helping us. How could anyone be unhappy with this? I'm unhappy because all of this was planned without talking to me about it. Why would you do such a thing? How could you think that was the right thing to do? What are you going to do with us now, then? Are you going to kick us out? I'm not going to kick you out at all. I presume that you're going to leave on your own free will. I shouldn't have to tell you to leave. You shouldn't even be here in the first place. I really want to talk to Darren about this and tell him how I feel. Why are you reacting like this? Are you trying to hurt us? I'm not going to leave. I don't want to go. We agreed with Darren that we could stay here and it's not going to change. We don't have anywhere else to go. If we had to leave here, then we'd be out on the streets. Do you want that? How can you throw your own mother-in-law out into the streets like a bag of trash? You wouldn't do that, would you? What are you two saying to each other? Thank the Lord that you've come back here. I need you right now. You need to talk to your wife. Why didn't you tell her what was going on? She's really not happy and she's threatening to throw us out. What am I going to do if that happens? Where will I go? Hillary, don't get angry about this. If you give me some time to explain, then I can do that. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I thought you'd be okay with all of this. I don't think we have anything to talk about. I want them out of the house and things back to normal as soon as possible. You can't get rid of us like this. You can't do this. You're rich. You can afford to look after us. If I was going to let someone come and live in this house, then it would be my own mother and not you. She's older than you, so she comes first. How can you say that? Why not put me first? Mom, calm down for a moment, please. You don't need to get so agitated. Listen to me. Don't walk away like this. I can explain all this to you. You don't need to get so angry about it all. Just calm down and we can talk things through. I know you're going to agree with me.
Ugh! You wanted to get married to me because I had money. Isn't that right? You were not happy with your mom's financial position, so you thought you'd go and find a rich girl to live with. That's right, isn't it? Just be honest with me about this.
That is not the reason. Please don't say such bad things. It really has nothing to do with my mom's financial situation. I don't know why you think like that.
You really think I'm this stupid? You think I can't work it out? I've seen through what you tried to do to me. I know what you really think. You wanted your family to come and live in my house so they could live a good life. That's the only reason why you married me. I've worked it all out.
This really isn't what happened. I wish you wouldn't jump to conclusions about all this. There's no need for you to be suspicious of me. I'm a good guy and I really love you.
How can I believe what you say? You don't tell me the truth. You do things behind my back and now I can't trust you.
What do you mean by that?
I don't want to be with you anymore. Our marriage needs to end. I can't wait for the divorce.
You can't ask for a divorce over this. It's just so minor. We can get through this. I didn't know you were so annoyed about all this, but now I know I'll do whatever I can to make it better. I know I made a big mistake. I should have told you in advance. I'm really sorry about that, but there's nothing I can do now. We don't have enough money for Sally, so we need to move into your house. That way Sally can go to high school and my mom can look after her. It couldn't happen any other way, so you're really helping us out by doing this. I told Mom they could come and live with us. It's only meant to be a temporary measure. It won't last forever. I just appreciate it if you could cooperate with us for this time. There's a lot of room in our house, so it's not much hassle if 2 other people come and live there.
You might think it's okay, but what about me? You didn't even ask me.
They're not going to live there forever, only until Sally graduates from high school. Then they can both leave and we'll be back to normal. What do you think? Isn't that okay? I wish you'd be a little bit more accommodating to them.
You thought I was just going to accept this? You thought you could walk over me like this? I think I made the wrong decision when I agreed to marry you. I'm going to talk to a lawyer and see if I can get the marriage canceled. I don't want to go on like this. I can't be with someone who doesn't respect me.
How can you do this? You can't end the marriage over something so small. You need to think about the long term and not just act on impulse.
I don't care. I want to end it as soon as I can. I realize now that I've made a mistake and I want to reverse that as soon as I can. I've really got no time to waste, so we need to get on with it as soon as we can.
Don't be like this. Don't leave me.
You're just going to have to take your family with you and try to get on in life as best as you can. You think I'm here to give you money? No thanks. You need to go and find someone else to do that for you.
I don't treat you like that. That's not the reason why I married you at all. I married you because I love you and I want to be with you. Are you sure you want to go through with this? Aren't you going a little bit over the top here? I know you're not happy, but it doesn't have to lead to divorce.
I'm not listening to any more of your excuses. I've had enough of this. You can't lie your way out of this one.
You can't do this to us. We don't have any money. Where are we going to live if you leave me?
Just get out and go and find somewhere to rent. You can get somewhere small. It might be a bit cramped for you all to live there, but you can do it if you try.
Can't you just stop for a moment and think about other people? What about Sally? Where is she going to live? This is going to be really bad for her education. She needs to live in your house so she can go to the high school she wants to go to. If we move out, then who knows what troubles will come from it.
I don't care. It's not my responsibility to make sure she goes to school. If anyone is to blame, then it's you and your family. You made bad decisions and now you have to live with them. I just want you all to leave. I want you out of my life for good. Please don't come back.
Do you really mean what you're saying right now? How about I just get them to move out? Is that a good solution? We can stay together and still be married. I don't want to lose you.
Why should I believe what you say right now? You've not been honest with me in the past. If I don't get rid of you, then your sister and mother are going to be annoying me in the future. I don't want them coming over to my house at all. It's a real pain for me.
That's not going to happen.
You don't need to worry about that. I'll get them to stay away.
I don't think that's going to work. Leave me and go and find another rich girl to marry. A girl who can help your family.
We are people. You need to have mercy on us and treat us right.
How long is this going to go on for? We keep talking and we're going nowhere. I feel like we're going around in circles. You keep saying the same things and I just want you to leave. Hello? I want to talk to the private detective agency. I'm looking for a woman with tattoos who wants to work as a social care worker. I have a man here who needs some help and I want a woman who can help him. I can't do it myself. I've got better things to do, so I'm hoping that you can find someone for me. If you could do that as soon as possible, then it would be of great help to me. Thank you for helping me out here. Goodbye! The next day, I went to the real estate office and put my house up for sale. I won't be living there anymore, so they will all have to leave. They can't stay there if I won't be living there anymore. They're just going to have to find their own place to live. Janet called me up begging for forgiveness, but there was nothing she could do. The moment had already passed, and there was nothing left to do. I wasn't going to forgive her for what she did, and I wasn't going to let her back into my life. I know what they wanted from me. They just wanted my money, and I couldn't accept that. The whole thing had to end, and I had to get out of there. I tried to get the wedding canceled, but I couldn't, so instead, we're going to have a divorce. I had no other option but to do that. The thought of his family staying with me was more than I could take. I had to end it one way or another. I know that things are hard for them now. It's really difficult for them to earn enough. His mom is out at work again, trying to earn as much as she can. I bet she's really mad about the whole thing. She thought she was going to be living in a nice house, and now she's almost homeless. She's just going to have to learn that this is how the world works. If you want something, you need to earn it for yourself. You can't expect to get a free ride from other people. If they want to live in a nice house so Sally can go to high school, then they need to earn it. My husband met a new woman and started a relationship with her. She has nothing on me. She's ugly and stupid, and I've got nothing to be jealous of. They now live in a dirty little house together. I'm sure they suit each other really well. I also heard that his mother and sister tried to run away from him in the middle of the night. I suppose they didn't want to live with him anymore either. I just want to move on with my life and forget about them. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.